Akshara, welcome on our show. Tell
Thank
us about
you.
your upcoming film Laali Ki Shaadi mein Laaddoo Deewana.
Well, as you know, Laali Ki Shaadi mein Laaddoo Deewana is releasing on the 7th of April. It's a complete family entertainer drama with a lot of romance and a lot of comedy in it, and a lot of emotional moments as well, which definitely touch your heart.
Tell us about your role in the film. What are you doing?
So Laali is a go-getter, very clear-minded, no-nonsense, strong girl. She's come from a tough background and has worked her way up by herself, and she's still figuring life out. And uh, while she's figuring her life out, certain things happen in her life which makes her change her course of life and the direction she wants to go in. And it's the journey of how she figures that out.
How
And
did you come on board this project? What was the process like?
so after Shamutab, I had gone for a lot of script narrations, and this was one of the script narrations. And what I really liked was the script was really good, and my character was pretty good. So that intrigued me, and plus I couldn't be too jobless for too long. So in a way, it was both the character and the fact that I couldn't be without work for too long was, yeah. And her journey is a interesting journey.
So usually when giving your nod to a project, is the script or the character more important to you?
Both are equally important, I feel, because the story helps the character build themselves, and the character helps the story go forward. So to be able to go through the journey your character is going to achieve that final goal, to achieve the final product that you want. I feel both are important. Both balance each other really well, and I find it very important that you should be able to convincingly do your job, and if the character doesn't convince you, then there's no point. Or if the story also doesn't convince you, then there's no point. If you don't see yourself doing it, then better not to. So according to your question, I would say both are very important for me individually, because it makes a difference to me.
Did you have to undergo any preps for this role? Any kind of?
No, not really. It was just the fact that earlier Manish sir wanted a different kind of dialect for Hindi, because the film was supposed to be based out of a different city altogether. So I did just practice in speaking a different dialect of Hindi, and then after he made a decision not to go in that direction, then I didn't. But beyond that, no, nothing. Yeah.
As an actor, do you improvise or are you a very by the book actor?
I'm a very spontaneous actor. As long as I know what the basic foundation of what my character is and what is required for me for that character and for the journey and in those situations, I get an understanding of the basic concept of that, and I'm spontaneous in the limits of what the story is. And it depends also on the scene. Some scenes you can't be spontaneous, you can't wing everything. So certain scenes, yes, I do use a bit of method, but give myself that freedom to be spontaneous in that moment. So
Was Manish okay with it? How was the working relationship?
yeah, he used to give me the freedom to, approach that character in a specific way I have in mind. He gave me an idea of what he wants the character to be, and the script had it all. And he wrote it pretty well. So using the script, I got a good gist of how the character should be, and he gave me a lot of freedom to approach that particular emotion in whatever way I found it best, so we can get that 100% emotion, and let the scene reach its peak, you know. So
How was it working with Vivaan, Gurmeet and Kavitta. Tell us something in brief about all.
I didn't have many scenes with Kavitta. I had a couple of scenes, but whatever I had with her was a good, interesting experience. Got to see the different kind of actors that are out there. As for Gurmeet and Vivaan, I feel they are phenomenal actors, very hardworking, and I learned a lot from them. And the scenes that we had together were actually really nice. Not only did our characters grow together, but as co-actors and two professionals, and the three of us together grew together professionally, and our friendship also grew definitely, and a bond has been created between the three of us for sure. So yeah.
So the film has a very talented cast. You have Mr. Saurabh Shukla, you have Mr. Sanjay Mishra. So how was it working with it's like a cricket team of all the superstars in one?
Yeah, see that's the beauty. Like you said, it's a cricket team. We're a team. It's like any team, football team, cricket team. We all are playing our parts to, make this film, and all of our scenes and characters which culminate together to create this final product. It was an amazing journey, and the amazing star cast. They've played their roles perfectly, bang on, and the fact that we all merged together very easily with such ease with our characters, and it was a beautiful experience.
But is there a sense of competition or pressure when you're in a film where everyone
Is
the
so
cast
good.
is a talented actor?
Yeah, it's more of a challenge ki bhai, they're so talented, I should also do my best and give my best, and it does keep you on your toes for sure. You're always on your toes, you're always constantly trying to figure how to do better, so you can match up, and we can all, you can tell when someone's being lazy and the other actors giving them their all. You can tell. So to create that final product, you need to be on the same page as your actors, and it is definitely a challenge in a way where you push yourself and strive to be a better actor.
Which was your toughest scene in the movie?
Which was my toughest scene? Slapping Vivaan. That was the toughest scene. I find it very hard to physically hurt somebody, so that was definitely, I couldn't get that right. And I'm like, he hit me not properly. Then the feeling will come like, bhai, I can't hurt you. No, that's not possible. But yeah, that was.
So you did finally manage to snap.
Yeah. And I felt so bad, and I got lots of ice for him. I'm like, listen, please put this on your face. I'm feeling really guilty. So yeah.
So the music of the film is very appreciated a lot. So which is your favorite song from the album?
They're actually all beautifully composed. They have their own distinctive identity, and they all strike a different chord, definitely. So they're all my favorite. And if you have to ask me to choose between all of them, I have two, which is Bezuba and Rishta, which have released already. So these two are my favorite songs.
You were working with Mr. TPR for the first time.
Yeah.
Right? How was that?
Interesting experience. Being the producer, we didn't have much of an equation, so it was an interesting.
Okay. We are done with the movie part. Now we are coming to Akshara Haasan. So what's the kind of pressure you face being Kamal Hassan's daughter and Shruti's younger sister?
No pressure at all, because I see myself as me first. Yes, I do know I come from a wonderful legacy, and the only way I can take that legacy forward, which I want to do, is being myself and being completely comfortable with myself and giving my 100%. And it's not a pressure, I'm not sure of the exact word, but I want to take that legacy forward and feel proud that I did it on my own terms. Yeah.
Any plans of you guys coming together on screen? Like you or
Hopefully, if we get the opportunity, I would love to, because both my parents and my sister are very talented people. Not only as just actors, but in their different other fields that they have chosen to pursue as well. and to be able to work with such talented, diversified, talented people would be an amazing experience, because there's so much we can play off of and give inputs, and it's going phenomenal actors, I feel they are. So to gain from that will be incredible.
Cool, then thanks a lot for talking to us, Akshara.
Most welcome.
Thank you. All the best for your film.
Thank you.